remaster and then strip out a core functionality. I'm not salty, you're salty.
Very much so. But it's actually MSG.
No, that's not salty, that's umami. Why do I feel like I'm the only person you're friends with that would make that fucking joke?
Because you're also...
Because I'm probably the only person you're friends with that is even resembling as close to being into cooking as you are.
Pretty
And, like,
much.
admittedly, if I, like, actually, didn't live in a third world fucking country and could afford to do it, I probably would just be right there fucking with you.
Adjust brightness until flame is visible and dragon invisible. But I don't... But the dragon's scary. I want to see it.
Oh, damn, that fucking launched so fast. Oh, and oh, that's fucking great. That means I can probably use my control. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yosef Shellshock. I like the sound of that, actually.
Alright. I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, technically Curse of the Dead Gods was designed to be played with a controller. And my only controller is a fucking Pro controller, which works perfectly fine with Steam and only with Steam. So, like, I had to get up and get my Pro controller.
Hell yeah. They don't have green hair in this game. I am triggered. Let's see. What gift are we picking? Alright, chat, how hard we going in this playthrough, huh? Alright. Full tilt? Alright, master key it is.
That's the exact opposite of that. That's how to shortcut the fuck out of everything.
And?
Don't you hate it when you click into a game window after alt tab, like, not even alt tabbing, after doing something on your second screen, and it's like, obviously you meant to actually interact with this interface instead of you wanted to give focus to this window?
Actually, you know what, folks? We're going real hard today. We're picking the pendant.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons.
Those of you Souls fans in the audience will know what that pendant is.
But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light.
What is it with literally every game that has a dodge roll and stuff that you can break by dodging through it, and like, I must roll through that?
Then from the dark,
I think it's symptom of ADHD, truthfully, because I do the same shit.
and found the souls of lords within the flame.
Ah, my favorite boss in the game.
Nito,
Nito!
first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of chaos.
God,
Gwyn,
Dark Souls
the
1 is just so
Lord of
fucking good.
Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty
One of these days I'll
bolts
put the PS5 up to play some Demon Souls on stream.
skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more.
Also, fun fact, Dark Souls 1 is the only game you can't beat without dying.
Thus began the Age of Fire.
That's technically not true.
Seath the Scaleless, you have to die.
But soon
No, I've
the
seen
flames
it.
will
That's
fade,
technically not true. You can beat
and
Seath
only
without
dark
dying.
will remain.
I don't remember the details, but I know that it's doable.
Even now, there are only embers.
Because as it turns out,
Man
MF
sees
Tally
not
time,
light, but only
real into
endless
Dark Souls.
nights. And
And
amongst
when I
the
started
living are
actually
seen
playing it, I watched a lot of his stuff on it,
carriers of
as
the
I tend to do
accursed
if he
dark
plays something
side.
that I'm playing. Because he's a very good content creator, as I'm sure you probably took away from that video I sent you earlier.
Yes.
He is genuinely one of my, like, inspirations. You remember that
Yes,
that Ludwig
indeed.
video?
Yeah.
The dark sign
You remember the part where
brands
he's
the
like,
undead.
pick like 3 creators to be like, I want
And in
to
this
try
land,
and be like them.
The
Pally is one of
undead
my
are
3.
corralled and led
So,
to the
because
north.
my 3 are Zach Defane,
Where they are locked away
Guns, Nerds,
to
and Steel,
await the end of the world.
and I hate to say it because everybody says it, Markiplier. Because that motherfucker genuinely makes me laugh from the gut.
This is your fate.
Oh, where is it? And then I'm pretty sure fucking let's smack my mic. I'm pretty sure Alien is one of the other ones too. Where did I put that? Right here. Yeah. Oh no, I guess I ended up changing Pally for Potato McWhiskey. But regardless, he very well fits in with the ones I did. But yeah, apparently it was Potato McWhiskey, Alien, and Jumbo Pixel.
Damn, boy, he thick. But yeah, deprived dependent playthrough. Hello, yes, Asylum Demon, goodbye. So I had to discipline. Do you live in a cave?
Do you have a flag?
No, what I do have is a plank. Who you running from, pal? Get your ass back here. We have received the bonking stick, and we must now proceed to go forward and bonk. Bitch, you thought.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness.
Oh, that's
I'm
so
done for now, I'm afraid.
frustrating.
I'll die soon, then
What's
lose
up?
my sanity. I wish to ask something. You and I.
So I'm
we
just
both
seeing,
know-
like,
Hear me out, will you?
about finishing out,
Regrettably,
one of
there is an old
the
saying in the
fucking
Thou art
Steam
undead,
trading
art
card
chosen,
collections,
and thine exodus from the
right?
undead
Mhm.
asylum
And
maketh pilgrimage
I only
to the land
need
of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the
4,
bell of awakening,
I think,
the face
cards
of the undead thou
to
shalt
finish the
Well, now
humankind
you know.
badge.
And I can feel hope in my heart.
And there's
Oh,
only fucking 3 in a
an Estus
booster.
flask. Oh,
Yeah, I need 4, and there's 3 in a booster.
Thank you.
Mind you, I'm only like a fucking sixth of the way towards having the gems to even fucking make it matter, right? But still. That means I actually would require to.
What the hell was that? Oh boy. Well, this is already started off on the wrong foot.
Oh wow, that actually seems like an unusually high number of fucking viewers for that game. What the fuck?
Get fucking
Eight.
binked.
18 people are fucking watching Wolfen.
Huh.
And that's wild to me.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Burb!
You know, honestly, I'm pretty sure that I never would have actually
leave
fucking
the
played Dark
undead
Souls if it
asylum
weren't for Breath
in
of the Wild.
pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords.
You know, you're not the first person I've heard say that.
It's like, it's a very,
Dragon.
very fair statement to refer to Breath of the Wild as baby's first Souls-like. Because, like, in a lot of ways, it is the Dark Souls of Zelda. Like, it is. In the way the combat is handled. For a Zelda is like the key thing here, because then I went to go play Breath of the Wild after playing Dark Souls and Dark Souls 3. I'm like, oh my god, None of these buttons do what I want them to. Oh, that's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hard for me to, like, actually be able to play Breath of the Wild 2. I call it even though it has a real name that we know.
So, Breath of the Wild 2 before Elden Ring came out and scared him. And yes, Buddha, that was a whole lot of burp. Because I know it. No, that's not why. That's not why.
Let me get, but there's no sound.
I'm just saying timing.
Where there are ones up, bring them. Not much so.
Because they announced the delay on Breath of the Wild 2, or the Breath of the Wild sequel, for anybody keeping me correct here. It was like a month after Elden Ring
super
launched.
technical. Before they gave it gave us its title, they only referred to it as verbatim the sequel to Breath of the Wild. They didn't even call it like the Breath of the Wild sequel or like Breath of the Wild 2. They were like, it is the sequel to Breath of the Wild. I'm still low-key mad about how long it took. It's like, it'll be a great game, so like I will cope immediately upon having it in my hand. But I was promised.
One of these days I will check out Breath of the Wild, but I just can't bring myself to play Legends of the games. I know they're good games. Like, that's not my issue, dude. Actually, I'm not entirely sure what my issue is with it. I just don't have a want to play them.
Listen, I wouldn't accept that answer from someone that literally grew up on Sega. Alright? So I'm sure as shit not accepting this answer from you. I am mandating that you play specifically Link to the Past. I genuinely couldn't give a shit less. No, like, I mean beat. When I say play in this context. Okay, well.
I've beaten 3 Legend of Zelda games in my time. I have beaten Link to the Past. I've beaten Ocarina of Time, or
No, that's
Link to the Past 2. And I've beaten the Minish Cap.
Link to the Past, a thinly veiled remake in 3D. That was at Ocarina.
And I have played Majora's Mask. I have not beaten Majora's Mask, but I have played it.
Fucking Majora's Mask was so good.
And I'm not going to dispute that.
Like, it was good for reasons that, to be honest, have almost nothing to do with, like, it as a game. But, like, its narrative and its themes make it as strong as it is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Because
I've watched all kinds of content on it.
Yeah, fundamentally, it is a game about grief. And, like, that's a very powerful tool to have. In that same way that, specifically Dark Souls, tends to actually be really good for, the mental health of people that suffer with depression. Because it's like, if you can make it through Dark Souls and like actually understand the themes going on in Dark Souls, then you can fucking cope. in like a literal sense. Like, you can cope with your depression if you can struggle through Dark Souls. Just don't go hollow.
Funnily enough, I actually, when I was going through my mental breakdown a couple of years ago, I did another playthrough of the first Dark Souls, and it actually did help me get through it, so...
Oh, yeah, no, fucking before I got this job, that's when I was playing Dark Souls. And, other than the situation with Ornstein and Smo, it was very helpful. It was very motivating.
Like, there's even, even in the final boss, like, the anti-climax of the fight with Gwyn, just... It shows you that in the end, what you thought was all-powerful can be beaten.
I still fucking... Listen, so here's the real reason that I'm like, you need to, like, actually just... I don't know, fucking deal with whatever it is that makes Dark Souls 3 not click with you. Because, like, it brings everything around full circle.
Oh, I know the story.
And I don't feel like it's spoilers to say that it's pretty much agreed upon that canonically the last boss of Dark Souls 3 is the player character of Dark Souls. And, like, personally, Dark Souls 3 is probably my favorite that I've played a decent amount of. I'd probably give it to Elden Ring if I fucking actually got to play it for more than, like, 20 minutes. But that's not happening. Also, Buddha, do you mean, Zelda 2 Adventures of Link? Because, in my opinion, that's actually the first Souls-like game. That game was the birth of this genre.
No, because at least Souls games are fair.
I mean, hey, you just gotta get good.
Did you ever get good at Link's Adventure?
I made it to the fucking run to the last temple. And I feel like, all things considered, that's fairly fucking impressive. I probably would have beaten it eventually, but it was, I had it on Game Boy Advance in the NES Classics line, and I have no fucking clue what happened to the cart, so... And it's one of those games that, like, it's hard enough that, like, nah, dude, I've already proven my capability. I'm not doing it again.
Hey, it's on Switch.
I reiterate, I've already proven my capability. I'm not doing it again.
Give me the axe. You bastard.
Go get the fucking ring, dog. What are you doing? You know what I'm talking about, right?
You talking about the Ring of Sacrifice down there?
Yeah.
I've never been able to stick that landing.
Really? So, it's actually pretty fucking easy. The hard part's getting back.
Oh, I've already looted the 3 chests up there by old dude what killed the maiden, so...
So, personally, I usually go at it from, down. down by the fucking start of the steps, more or less. Not exactly, but like there's an angle. But it's one of those things where it's like I'm never going to be able to describe it to you, but like, I mean, yeah, that should do it too. And then you just hug the edge. And as I said, it's really the getting back that's the hard part, but like you also... Yeah, you could just do it that way, huh? I fucking forget about those, I'm not gonna lie.
Buddha was making a funny.
Yeah, I seen.
Yep. Oh, what the hell was that hitbox?
Right? Like, you all together missed that hollow. And he was just like, nah fam, I'm good, I'm just gonna die.
Bonk.
Not gonna lie, I'm very much a fan of quality builds. The only real issue that I have is specifically
Hey!
I'm very big on halberds. Nice. I really like the halberd, but like the sweep, you know what I mean? When you actually like slash with it. There's so many fucking closed spaces where like you just fucking bounce off the wall and you're like, God damn it.
I actually beat Gwen in a full set of Black Knight gear, complete with shield and halberd. For the very first time.
The first fucking Black Knight that I killed in the run that I was doing, where I actually got past Ornstein and Smo last year, the very first Black Knight I killed dropped the fucking shield. And then none of the rest of them dropped it. Goddamn. I think I might have gotten a the regular Black Knight sword, but I'm not positive.
Well, because there's a spot where you can actually farm them consistently at the...
on the way to the fucking...
Oh, Gwen.
Yeah. Something of the last flame, of the first flame.
Kiln with the first flame.
That's what I wanted to say, but I was like, that sounds very clunky.
Have you played the first Dark Souls?
Flashbacks intensify. The first time I played Dark Souls, it wasn't even the remaster, and I've only played it on PC. Sit with that for a minute. Have you played Prepare to Die Edition on PC without a controller?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not a masochist.
Let me tell you, those were the worst controls I've ever used in my life because they literally just bound fucking right joystick to arrow keys. You do still need to use your mouse for light, heavy, block, etc. But all of your camera and movement controls are on the keyboard, as is your dodge. So, good luck with that shit.
Yeah, I ain't about that life.
Yeah, it was one of those god-awful PC ports. Where they, like, almost literally didn't even try. They were just like, fucking, whatever, just put this on the arrow keys. And they, like, didn't even think about, like, the reality of playing it.
Actually, knowing Miyazaki, he probably knew good and goddamn well what he was doing.
Nah, it was ported by the publisher.
Bamco?
Yeah. Until the last 5 or 6 years, Namco PC ports were all literal unplayable dog shit because of the controls. The first good Namco PC port that I've played was the .hack GU Last Recode. Before that, they were just unplayable.
Come
Now,
Yosef.
I kind of
It's me.
assume that they probably, like, got it figured out with Dark Souls 2 and 3, because, like, their ports are fine. They didn't get new ports because, like, the first one just works.
So they didn't get new ports because they don't like menthols.
Well, now, they could get 4 flavors. This is the 21st century. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but...
Listen, we are 21 years ahead of fucking the Jetsons in the timeline, okay? And that will never not be amusing to me. And by amusing, I mean it's depressing that the people in the 60s thought that we would get that far by now, and, like, we aren't even an eighth of the way. Because capitalism, it breeds innovation. Like, you know, fucking Peeps flavored Pepsi. Innovation. I need to use the bathroom.
Well, you seem to have your wit. Then you are. I trade for... Thank you kindly.
Right.
Welcome back.
I'm back. I'm going to assume the answer is probably yes, because I'm about to ask a question that involves the phrase, have you had, and the word queso. So I'm going to assume the answer is yes, but I'm still going to ask. Have you had the fucking queso ruffles?
Yes, yes I have.
They're so fucking good.
Far from my favorite flavor for Ruffles to come out with over the years, but damn good just the same.
It's probably my favorite flavor, but it's not actually my favorite Ruffles. If that makes any sense. Um, to elaborate, my favorite is the baked Ruffles cheddar sour cream. Just no
When you could find
contest.
them.
Baked fucking potato chips are just... you can think that they're not the best potato chips. You're allowed to be wrong. It's a free country. I'm not gonna stop you from being wrong, but you are. Kettle comes close. But it's not quite there.
Kettle chips are for people with good teeth.
Yeah, it's not even that so much as like...
No, I'm telling you my opinion on kettle chips is I loved them back when my teeth still worked properly.
Right.
Unga bunga. Bitch, you thought.
I find the lack of parries disturbing.
That's gonna take some time to get back used to. I've not done the parry since I played the original port on 360 like 10 years ago. Plus, the NPC tracking is so fucking lazy in this game, you can literally target them, walk around, and backstab.
Yeah, but that creates bad habits that gets punished in later Souls games. And very specifically, probably why you struggle so much with Bloodborne. Because it was built from the ground up around the presupposition that you will parry.
Oh, there is no question on that. There is no question on that. But I have a certain way I play Soulsborne games. I was able to adapt it when I played Elden Ring, because I was actually able to beat Elden Ring. Which people have said is harder than Bloodborne, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how.
Because Bloodborne literally stops being challenging at all once you just default to parrying. Because any damage that you might take in collateral from the other mobs is immediately nullified by the damage you deal from the parry. Because, like, it's entirely balanced around being aggressive and parrying. If you play defensively, you will get absolutely destroyed by Bloodborne.
Oh, I know.
Because you are, quite literally, from a design perspective, playing incorrectly.
What was that?
You are playing a dangerous game, just standing there like that.
I haven't aggroed him. It's fine. Shit! Don't you fucking do it! Where'd he go? Oh.
Oh. Oh no, he's just walking into the ladder.
Oh shit, oh shit.
What? I don't think that's true at all. Some random Facebook page is asserting that English speakers tend to equate Germany with Bavaria, and I'm like, no? What? Fucking... I can't speak for anyone else. But personally, I think of the fucking Rhine and not Bavaria.
Also, Buddha, I invited Scott Steiner. Thank you. I love it when they call me Big Papa. Huh?
Oh, hold on, I'm sending it.
On Discord, it probably a bit before I see it.
Yeah.
Please send context as you send it to, if you don't mind, so I know what the hell I'm looking at.
Oh, it's just... It doesn't need context, I assure you. You'll look at it and you'll chuckle.
Nope, didn't miss that part of this game.
What, getting corpses stuck on your fucking legs?
Yeah. Didn't miss that. Damn it! Stop that! Oh, I already killed him.
The real full tilt mode is SL1.
We don't do that here.
Yeah, because it's fucking stupid.
It's impressive as shit.
I'm like, yeah, no, I agree. But it's... Why would you fucking do that? Like, I'm impressed that you could. But, like... What's wrong with you?
Also, parrying is nice, but I like to kick when it actually works. The hell is blowing up my damn phone?
Oh, still keeping your mark? Then go ahead. Never hurt.
Never hurts to splurge when your day is numbered.
Oh.
Alright. Really wish one of those soldiers would drop me a damn shield. So I have to ask, in your excursions in Dark Souls, did you beat Havel?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Eventually. I fucking transited through there too much for me to not fucking deal with him. It was just a lot of fucking rolling through him and backstabbing him.
Pro tip, the Black Knight Sword's two-handed heavy attack trivializes that fight.
Yeah, and parrying the Black Knight trivializes him too, so... Kappa.
You know what?
It's like I genuinely used this Dark Knight to, like, get my parry timing down. Because it's like, the run from the bonfire is so short that, like, really all of it comes out of fucking spending the time doing it is you get a bunch of souls from the run here. You know what I mean? Like, it's so, like, low risk.
You ever see a Chihuahua stand up to a pit bull?
I assume that you never, actually met Mom's dog. He was, a, long-haired, Chihuahua. And, like, that little fucking asshole. Goddamn love that dog. Fucking ass, though. One thing I've learned is... Oh, man. I look away and you're... for a second, and then I look back and your box didn't do a quarter getting fucking murdered. I mean, oh no. I do not experience Schadenfreude. Never.
She's lying, chat.
It's still... I know that this is so fucking random and off topic, but it jumped into my head, and so here we are. It's still so fucking bizarre to me that people had so much difficulty with just not losing anyone from the fucking attack
suicide
on
mission.
the collector base. I refuse to refer to it as a suicide mission because I've never lost so much as a single fucking person doing it. So, no, it's definitely not that. It just do proper due diligence, and it's a fucking difficult situation. But it is far from a suicide mission. The part that fucks me up the most is that people usually lose people not from, like, the actual mission, but during the cutscene on the way. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean that you didn't fully upgrade the Normandy? You are simply a bad captain. That's what happened here. You are incompetent. Like, I can understand if, like, people die because, like, you sent the wrong person. Mistakes can be made. But there's a difference between, like, an honest mistake that, like, shit, man, I guess I just chose wrong. And I just didn't upgrade the defenses of my ship. These are very different things. And then it's just confusing to me, like, who plays Mass Effect games? Bethesda games, generally. And then, like, doesn't play them in such a way that they would have done all of the loyalty missions anyway. The only one that, like, I kind of get, if you miss it, is, Legions. Because, like, it kind of pops up in the very limited window of time where you can do, like, 2 missions, and then you have to start the suicide mission. You got real quiet. Are you feeling attacked?
Actually, the only time I lost people was fucking bad choices. So. Come with me, and you will be in a world of pure annihilation.
You know what? You know what had me super mad when Legendary Edition came out?
What's that?
Every single major game journalism group started shitting out articles about how Andromeda is good, actually.
That's not the dick you were riding a few minutes ago, bud.
And it made me so fucking mad because
Andromeda
I'm one of
wasn't
the
a bad
few
game.
people who, like, I genuinely liked that game. It was very fun, and I am fucking upset that I just don't get to know the rest of Ryder's story. There was not a single problem with that game that could not have been solved with the DLC it was supposed to get. Oh, the characters are too two-dimensional. It's like, okay, well, that can be solved. Oh, the animations, Yeah, they literally fixed that in the first fucking 2 weeks. And then, like, what valid criticism do we have left now?
The fact is, it wasn't Shepard.
Yeah, that's all anyone was mad about.
That is the long and short of it, is it wasn't Shepard. And while, yeah, it would have been cool to see Shepard get another outing, but giving Shepard another outing past Mass Effect 3, it confirms one ending, and that's not how Mass Effect works.
Right.
The point of Mass Effect is, it is that Shepard story. That is your story as a player.
And that's why I'm so, like, adamantly against the idea of making a movie. So many people are like, oh, they should make a Mass Effect movie. And I'm like, no.
Because they're going to cast his mail ship, and it's not going to be...
And I mean, even beyond that, it's like, well, it's going to be male Shepard. It's going to be Liara love interest. It's going to be full Paragon. And it's going to be fucking...
Caden that gets sacrificed on a...
Yeah, there's... Like, it's so... fucking color by numbers. And it's like, it invalidates every single person's playthrough who did not play through the game exactly like that. You are saying, your story doesn't matter. Your playthrough is irrelevant. Your Shepard isn't real.
Now, I will make a concession to this, though. Now, do you recall a few years ago, Black Mirror had that kind of a choose-your-own-adventure style episode?
Yeah.
Do that, but on a full movie scale. Make it a fully interactive experience that the viewer... It's not going to do good for a theatrical release, but it goes great on streaming services. You choose the path.
I mean, even, like, theatrically, I would argue that it would actually do incredibly well. Because every screening gets to tell their own story. Because if, like, everybody fucking gets to choose, and then it just tallies the votes, you know what I mean? Every viewing experience will be different. That would incentivize repeat theatrical viewings.
Or, here's an idea. Don't make a Shepard film.
Right? Do, like, a fucking...
The Turian First
prequel,
Contact War.
Like, yeah, First Contact War is a very good one. Or, like, tell... what's his name? Oh, I feel so fucking stupid right now. Your main human point of contact was
Hackett or Anderson?
Tell Anderson's story when, leading up to him becoming a Spectre candidate and his mission that went sideways that stopped him from becoming a Spectre.
Real talk, that's actually a good idea for a prequel game, too.
They actually, I think, touch on it a bit in the books.
No, but I'm saying if you're going to make additional games within the canon. Like, give us stories that the neckbeards in the fan base are going to care about so they don't squall as fucking loud. Without sacrificing what Mass Effect actually is.
Right?
Shut up. Look, there's only one rule in fight. I would say, and that's fucking win, but... Stop blocking, you coward!
Had you considered not missing?
A Titanite chunk? A fucking Titanite chunk?
I literally knew the moment you started chucking bombs that the game was gonna be a dick about it. As soon as you stopped trying to, like, actually fight the Black Knight, I knew it wasn't gonna give you actual loot.
Ooh. Oh well. Que sera, sera. So what, you got a fucking death dragon over here or something?
No, just a hole.
Try finger, butthole.
Oh, so, the dude after the gargoyle demon?
Yeah.
You know, the one that forgives you for your sins?
Mm-hmm. Did you kill him?
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't have showed up out of nowhere like that right after a boss fight. That wasn't my fault. Those feels when the Titanite lizard is more rewarding than the Black Knight was.
Evening, boys. As I climb down with a bolt sticking out of me. Well, they don't die, so I guess their health line's pretty chill. fucking bullies, bro. I have a clip on my Xbox captures where, using this Wii-hander, I 3-hitted that bastard. Because, you know, it's Wii-hander overpowered.
Yeah.
The main reason anybody remembers this
The
game.
one. The only.
Slayer of Astora! Sorry to get...
I am Solaire of Astora, and
I had to yell because
because
he talks kind of muffled.
I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction.
Praise the sun, Buddha. Praise the sun.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Ah, Solaire, my boy. So my first playthrough of this was completely blind. And, Yeep. And I bungled Solaire's quest line.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Yes, Buddha, you should be quite familiar with Dargans by now. So, for some context, Buddha and I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Every once in a while. And I have a Blue Eyes White Dragon competitive deck that, well, he just absolutely despises.
I always built my decks around Red Eyes.
There's good Red Eyes decks now too. There were good ones back in the day, but
Most of the Red Eyes decks that I built were around junior year.
ah,
Yeah. I'd play me and Drew would play a lot when we were hanging out.
you thought you were gonna pull a sneaky on me, didn't you? See what that got you?
In ad for Spectrum. That's what it got
The
me.
sheer fucking irony. Because guess what? You're only 7 years younger than me, kid. You're old too.
This is true. We are just fucking old now. Feeling ancient intensifies.
You kids, get off my lawn! Deny it until you're blue in the face, kid. It doesn't change the truth.
You're only as old as you feel. And I feel a lot of pain in my back. Listen, if that's actually the reference that I think it is, that solidifies our argument that you are in fact also old, because only old people would make reference to that show. That's almost as certifiable old people of a reference as an All Real Monsters reference. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of cartoons that old people would talk about, you know what show's fucking just continually stellar and I just always am super fucking plussed about when I watch it?
What's that?
Daria.
Yeah, Daria deserved a longer runtime than it got.
Sure enough.
It's like, I'm sorry, the Mike Judge show that should be getting a reboot is Daria, not. Come on, big man.
Are you aware that you did not complete your thought?
It should have been Daria, not King of the Hill or the Beavis and Butthead do the universe thing.
Like, the only one that I agree with you on there is the Beavis and Butthead. Like, that... It's a controversial take. Show was never good.
I don't think it was meant to be good, that's the problem.
However, I'm very much looking forward to the King of the Hill.
I am not,
Because
for one reason.
It's not actually a reboot, it's just like a continuation.
Once again, not looking forward to it. Because I don't want to hear what the hell happened to Lucky and Luann.
See, I'm just hype about it because, like, assuming that they actually, like, acknowledge the passing of real-world time and do an adequate time skip, There's no way that it's not just gonna be a fucking treasure trove, fucking golden situation. I just can't wait to watch fucking Hank have an aneurysm because Bobby's fucking lawn is an eighth of an inch too long, and that's against HOA. Because it's like, when you start lensing it like that, there's so much potential that, like, I don't see a reason to not look forward to it.
Like I said, it's a similar reason why I'm not looking forward to the upcoming Frasier reboot. It's because characters I don't want to say goodbye to in real time, you know? I am, however, looking forward to the Futurama reboot. It's not a Mike Judge show. But King of the Hill is also one of those shows I feel with the... Which episode was actually considered the series finale? I don't feel like you could have ended it any better than that. You know?
Yeah.
Because the actual series finale was revealing that Khan was manic depressive. Which... Let's just be real here, it makes sense.
And the de facto was the, while never expressly stated, distinctly shown that Boomhauer was a Texas Ranger.
Yep. Which raises a whole other line of questions. And honestly, I want to know if Dale actually knows Joseph isn't his son. Like, there's no way he can't know. There's no fucking way he can't know. Oh, and Buddha, not just smartphones, vape technology too. You know, the government puts a bug in each one of them little vape devices. Especially the disposable ones. They're using it to take samples of your DNA.
They made them in collaboration with the aliens.
You need to ask Joseph about that.
They're farming genes.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, looks like you're, stuck between a rock and a hard place on that one. Listen, all I'm saying is I'm calling bullshit on the fact that you did not die there.
Internally, so am I.
Because if it was me, I absolutely get hit by that charge while I'm being fucking turbo greedy, hitting fucking Estes right there.
Streamer luck, what can I say? Oh, damn it.
I'll allow it.
Still waiting for you to do a playthrough of this, Buddha. Now that's something I want to fucking see. I actually know what I really want. I want to see you play some Dead by Daylight, because if you're as good as Katie is claiming you are, that will be fun as shit to watch. If you can play an asymmetrical 4v1 like that and be taunting the killer, I feel like that's cause for, you know, you're actually kind of good at what you do, kid. And if you can handle Dead by Daylight in that capacity, you can handle Dark Souls.
Like, the reality is that the hardest thing about Dark Souls is getting over Dark Souls' reputation as being difficult. Because it's not. It quite simply demands that you be patient. You just gotta take your time. Learn what the enemy's patterns are, and then punish the shit out of them for having the audacity.
Come on there, sneaky peeky. Come on.
Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I would argue, I think in terms of raw difficulty, I think Hades is fundamentally more difficult to play than Dark Souls.
Oh, no doubt.
Because you have to keep track of so much more at a single time. Whereas in Dark Souls, unless you fucked up exceptionally, you really don't have a lot you gotta keep track of at once. It's really just your stamina and the enemy's positioning.
Maybe spell slots if we play a caster build, but who's got the time?
Well, I mean, to be fair, the cleric build is the strongest in the game, and pyromancy is a very close fucking second.
And if like I said, when I catch it on Sub Buddha, I will be picking up Dead by Daylight, and I will come play with you.
It's like, really, this is one of the games that, like, I'm trying to catch on a sale, just because, like, I've only played elsewise acquired copies. And yeah, more than anything, I just want to play multiplayer. Because, like, to me, I don't know about anyone else, but I look at the very least, especially this one. I think about Dark Souls as genuinely just being an ARPG, just like Diablo, it just has a camera shift. And, like, ARPGs are just always better with people. From Diablo to Borderlands. Doesn't matter.
I know. I know it's cross-platform. I actually think I own it on a Xbox. It's just I would rather play it on my computer because spend heap big money on a gaming PC and not use it for gaming. Vesper, shut up.
I'm Andre of Astora.
You know the He-Man memes?
Yes.
So this one in particular is the actual He-Man variant instead of the Skeletor variant. If life begins at conception, then all men are trans. Until next time, friends.
Until we meet again! He's not wrong.
God damn it, Bobby. The irony that we were just talking about. I mean, it's not irony. It's the
It's not irony, it's just coincidental.
techno dystopia that we live in. But we were just talking about King of the Hill, and I go over to Facebook and scroll for a minute, as you do when you're just idle at a computer for long enough. You're just like, I'm just gonna go scroll through Facebook for a minute and look at fucking memes. Just a single frame from King of the Hill with the subtitles on is Bobby. Well, what was I supposed to do? Not dance with a dog? That boy ain't right. I'll tell you what.
I tell you what.
Don't get yourself, neither of them.
Either of someone wants to see you go hollow. I'm just gonna nod and pretend I know what you're talking about on that one, Buddha. Yeah. Oh, that's not even open yet.
Is it weird that I have, like, a vague idea and I in no way interact with DBD or DBD content? But regardless, because I watch gaming stuff, like random videos for random shit that YouTube knows that I just couldn't give any less of a fuck about, still pops up. And I'm pretty sure that just, like, one of the killers is, like, a fucking pig mask looking guy. I could quite easily be wrong.
Is that Amanda, Josh? From the Saw franchise? That's what I thought.
I genuinely feel like if they had stopped making those movies after the third one, that I would have a much higher opinion of them. But they didn't. So, to me, it went from something that, like, you could argue was actually trying to, like, talk about something, like, on a subtextual level, to something that was literally just about making as much money as possible off of fucking gore porn.
And I know you're not an Eli Roth fan, but, fucking... Clown was a good movie. And I'll die on that hill. Because it was a fun concept. Just fucked up enough to work. Hey! You're not supposed to do that. Stop with the frickin' bell! Oh, that's right. Ghostface is in DBD, isn't he? I'm just surprised that Scream has managed to stay contextually relevant after Scream 3.
Apparently, the MTV series was actually spectacular. I, of course, don't give a shit because I simply do not like slashers. Period. Like, I can't think of a single exception unless we are going to count Sweeney Todd as a slasher. Where I'm like, yes, I like this movie. But I have it on good authority from people that I trust their opinion on the genre regardless, that the MTV series was fucking amazing.
Well, if you go with the first two Scream films, like for Wes Craven pioneered an entire subsection of films, like in that he helped get meta horror into, like, because without Scream we don't have stuff like The Cabin in the Woods. You know, it's like horror films that just that level of painfully self-aware. You know what I mean?
I'm just not like a horror fan.
Right. And that's fine. I'm just saying for...
Like, personally, I go to, like, psychological thrillers. Like, that's what does for me what horror and slasher movies do for other people. So it's like, whereas one person might want to watch, like, Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm like, let's watch Strangers on a Train or Vertigo. Albeit Vertigo is very noir, but can we honestly and earnestly say that Hitchcock made a single movie that wasn't a psychological thriller?
Was North by Northwest a psychological thriller?
I haven't seen it, so I couldn't tell you. And then, no, I would not consider Sweeney Todd a slasher. It was just an excessively violent musical. I would consider it a, like, revenge film, sure. But I don't know, there's a certain level of, like, intentionality and hunting involved, in my mind, for, slashers. You know what I mean? You always have, like, the big bad of the slasher movie intentionally, like, hunting down and killing their victims, whereas in Sweeney Todd, like, only really one person that he killed did he, like, intend to be killing. And everyone else was just happenstance. Just a bunch of people who happened to be in the wrong fucking place at the wrong fucking time.
I don't know. Beetle Bamford had it coming.
Well, yeah. I kind of lump him together with the judge, to be fair.
Well, won't be the first movie they died
In
in
fact,
together.
I think I would go so far as to argue, specifically in terms of genre, it is a tragedy.
Okay. I see where you're coming from on that.
Right? In, like, actual Shakespearean terms, like, Sweeney Todd is a tragedy. Sweeney's tragic flaw is his need for revenge, and it completely destroys him. I know that this is technically incredibly random, but did you know that, like, the Y, in Shakespearean English, more often than not, maybe not by the time of Shakespeare, for the record, I suppose, but initially, in Old and Middle English, specifically Middle English, the Y in words such as ye literally was never a Y in the modern term. They just used the character Y in place of a thorn or an F. So it's technically the. When you see ye old, it's not actually ye old. It just is technically the old. And, slightly spinning off from that, are you aware that, we have only kept the formal of, you? Because thou was the informal. It was the personal. And so, think about your Shakespearean dialogue. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou,
Then I am in love.
Romeo?
As you can see.
Because they are lovers, she would never use the formal to refer to him in private like that, especially when she thought she was completely alone. She would use the informal, thou. But because our only perspective on it is from reading Shakespeare in high school, we assume that it is the formal version. That's the kind of shit that my brain finds interesting. I'd say I'm sorry, chat, but I'm very much not. This is just what happens when you get an autistic person with a special interest in linguistics on the call. Eventually, these things just start coming up. It's literally in our nature to info dump about things we enjoy. What, my random arbitrary info dumps or Dark Souls?
Honestly, I think it's kind of like a dinner and a show. He's getting to watch me suffer playing Dark Souls and learning new stuff from your info dump.
Don't you hate it when your fucking start bar won't auto-hide? Why do you want my attention? Fucking go away! Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Buddha, I feel like we need to get you in on a Discord call in one of these chats one of these days.
Alright, well, fucking... At this point, it's almost goddamn midnight, and I fully intended to stream, so... I'm gonna go get some coffee, I'm gonna finish my cigarette, and then I'm gonna be playing Curse of the Dead Gods. I'll be back.
Alright. Spending every day on your own, and here it goes. I'm just a kid, and life is a nightmare. So, Buddha, how's your cooking going? I figured you'd have been done with it by now. Yeah. Good old Chef Mike.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
And tell me that this is not a very ominously phrased headline for probably no fucking reason. James Webb Space Telescope keeps finding galaxies that shouldn't exist. Scientist warns.
Oh, that's
Place in all of nature, from the macroscopic to the microscopic, where nature went, yeah, fuck it, let's make it a saddle shape.
unless they're running with Stephen King's theory that the universe is carried by a giant turtle.
Because, like, let me tell you, electrons, they're a sphere. Atoms, they're a sphere. Planets, they're a sphere. So it's like, how about we hedge our bets? It's probably a fucking sphere. Nature likes circles.
Ooh, concentric circles.
Or like, the way that they've been arguing for who knows how long about, dark matter and dark energy, and like how, special relativity breaks without just like literally inserting 90% more mass than exists. Like, we've spent how long looking for it? And we haven't even been able to experimentally prove anything. And yet you still adamantly insist that it exists, as opposed to Einstein just got the math fucking wrong? That seems a whole lot more likely to me than the universe has 90% more mass than is observable. Also, we can't in any way account for it. Also, it does not reflect light. Also, it is, excuse me, it does not interact with light. And furthermore, it's also not black holes. Occam's razor says, Einstein probably just got the fucking math wrong. And then, now, guess what physicists are saying? As it turns out, if we just slightly modify Newtonian gravity, all of the math just works and we don't need to insert dark math for it to work. And I'm just over here like, I literally could have told you that over half a decade ago, based off of a basic understanding of physics. You have spent your professional life studying physics. How has it taken you this long to figure this fucking out? Close this. No, that was the wrong one. I need that open. We do have to close that, though. And then come over here. Alright, and now it's starting soon time. Can I fucking speak the only language I know? We'll find out.
Next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Velka, you creepy motherfucker. Not Velka. Oswald? Osmond?
Greetings. I am
Osmond.
Oswald of Careem, the Park. Thou appearest to lack faith. Yet magnanimous are the gods. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? Or indeed all sins might be? Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to...
Alright, well. I'm just about to start, so I'm gonna hop off this call for now, Joey.
Alright.
Good luck, have fun, get good.
Oh, all that jazz. I got you.
Yeah.
Where do you play some Tetris there, Buddha? Alright, now we need to get 15,000 for the poison bite ring. Also, Tetris? Did you upgrade to a Nokia? Ah. Gotta do is find a way to get that Switch Online Premium package. And come play Pokemon Stadium with me. So how about them Packers there, bud? Let's go, Mets. Dude, what about the Mets?
Surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. You never give up, do you? I don't know how. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thur. If not, I'd prefer to... Hello there. I realize that I have... But I also want you to know... Here. No. Oh, I have to await my... So what if I were to teach you? So would that please you? Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods. Now, only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts. companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm. An undead mission, regrettably, but you are... An undead mission, but...
You folks, we've been on for about 2.5 hours now. So we're going to take a real short break, and we'll be back at it with more Dark Souls. And we're back, folks. Where were we?
Oh, I will teach you an undead mission, regrettably, but you... Very well. I can surely tell you, of all people, undead clerics are given a mission to seek kindling. Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires with humanity. Through kindling, we shall one day be granted magnificent powers. Very well. Unkindle through kindling. Come again. If
Da, 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 da. Well, here I go killing again.
Somebody, help me. Damn, I'm fit powdered. Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I am Griggs of Vinheim. I am much thanks to you. I'm in our... Oh, hello. I'm fine. I have my sorcery. Besides, I have an important... Oh, hello. I'm fine. I have my... Besides...
Oh. That was painful. I love my 2200 souls just go down the pisser. might have been more than I could chew tonight, but...
boy. Please.
Oh, hello. I regret meeting you under such... At least we... But incidentally, you're clearly talented. Of course, we will require some materials, but I'm happy to teach you some elementary... Splendid. I am pleased to have a chance to give... Well, then.
What do you think, chat? Magic weapon or magic shield?
Goodbye, then. Do stay...
Okie dokie.
Oh, miracles? Very well. Undead kindling is through kindling. Come again. The effectiveness...
Oh, welcome back. I didn't know you'd left. I thought you were just caught up playing Tetris. Buddha, you still there, buddy? Fair enough. Planning to go see the Mario movie? Figured you to run on with a tray or something like that. Fair enough. You doing okay? I ain't heard from him in a couple weeks, so. Okay, good. Long as nothing's up with him. He's a good kid and I'd hate to see anything bad happen to him. I got caught on the fucking window. How the fuck does that work? What happened with your job, kid? guess. Was it an Estel or Irvin? Or Estel or Richmond? Get fucking yeeted, boys. Oh, that tracks.
Oh, at my guest, I will be departing. So, it was a pleasure.
Hmm? You look awful. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you? You might scare her off for... Oh, you don't suppose we can help? We accompany my lady. It is quite a chore, but I can't very well abandon... Oh, it's you. We're to leave momentarily. The catacombs aren't exactly my idea of a good time. What can one do? I do hope we meet again. Rary or not. Oh, it's you. We're to leave momentarily. Rary...
You are... Then we've no time to fraternize. We must not let the... Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lax by the looks of you? Did I not or are you by the look?
Oh, miracle?
Alright, kid, you take care.
is the youngest daughter of the good house. Those young knights, but I'm not sure. I'm afraid they may. Rhea is the young, those young, but I'm not sure. I'm afraid. Come again. The effectiveness of...
I'm gonna try to. Don't suppose I could convince you to lurk, could I? Love you too.
Grateful to you. Not enough. By the Lord, your humanity is really slick, but there are methods. Most fool now. Our futures are murky. Our future.
This is unusual. And more importantly, well, I'm Rickett. I was once an established smith. Can you Have you? It's safe here. Can't bear that. Although, I must admit, how about this? I'll show you what made me. Goodbye then.
But who knows?
Oh, they are. What a...
free real estate.
Me? I've scoured near and look at you, milady. Your Highness, I am in. Oh, woe is me. Oh, sometimes I lose.
Oh, hello. Well, you certainly are myself. Have you heard of Big Hat Master Logan? Both of us came to this lab, but one day he departed. I suppose he wished to keep me out of it. But where does that... I have dedicated... But Master Logan... yes. That it only said he would travel to Analondo by way of Sen's fortress. I can only guess that he seeks the regal archives. For Master Logan is a tireless wisdom trumps. When the curse turned him undead, I'm certain that I only wish that I had his courage. Two things are required. First, second, then you will be ready. Oh, and two things are first, second, then you will. Oh, and goodbye then. Do stay safe.
You're not the one that drops the butcher's mask, so